In 1841, at age 14, Manjiro from Tosa, now Tosa Shimizu in Kochi Prefecture, and his 4 friends, all brothers, were fishing off the island of Torishima when their boat became shipwrecked. He and his friends were rescued by an American whaling ship. They were taken to Honolulu, and Manjiro, then called John Manjiro, requested to stay on board the whaling ship. He was eventually taken to Fairhaven, Massachusetts, where he studied English and ship's navigation for a year. He then worked on a whaling ship for 5 years and met his friends again in Honolulu in 1847. But none of them could return to Japan because the country was isolated, and leaving the country was a crime that was punishable by death upon return. Question 1. How old was Manjiro in 1841? Question 2. Where was Manjiro from? Question 3. How many of his friends joined him when they were fishing? Question 4. Where were they fishing? Question 5. What happened to their boat? Question 6. Who were they rescued by? Question 7. Where were they taken? Question 8. What did John Manjiro request to do when they reached Honolulu? Question 9. Where was John Manjiro taken? Question 10. What did John Manjiro study in Massachusetts for 1 year? Question 11. In what year did John Manjiro meet his friends again in Honolulu? Question 12. Why couldn't they return to Japan at that time? John Manjiro continued his adventures, which included searching for gold in California. In December 1850, he and 2 of his friends, Goemon and Denzo, left Honolulu and sailed to Okinawa. They arrived in Okinawa in February 1851. They were arrested and questioned for several months, but eventually they were released in Nagasaki. John Manjiro had a very interesting life. He served as an interpreter for the Japanese embassy to the United States. He studied military science in France, and he was a professor at the Tokyo Imperial University. He wrote a textbook called Eibei Taiwa Shoukei, a shortcut to Anglo-American conversation. It used Japanese kana for pronunciation and Kambun, or classical Chinese, for the word order system, basically to explain the grammar of English. This book became an influential text for shaping the methods of teaching English in Japan. Question 13. When did John Manjiro and 2 of his friends leave Honolulu? Question 14. What were the 2 friends' names? Question 15. When did Manjiro and his friends arrive in Okinawa? Question 16. What happened to them when they arrived? Question 17. Were they eventually released? And if so, where? Question 18. What other jobs did Manjiro have? Question 19. What was the name of the textbook that he wrote? What was the Japanese name? Question 20. What did his textbook use to explain English grammar? Question 21. Was his textbook an influential text for shaping the methods of teaching Japanese in Japan?